Welcome to today's pencil sketching tutorial. In this session, we're going to sketch a simple yet elegant object, a violin. We'll begin by sketching the body of the violin and then move on to the strings and handle, also known as the scroll and neck. All parts will be drawn on the same sheet, step by step. But before we begin sketching, let's understand the principles of sketching that will guide us throughout this process. Segment 1. Principle of sketching. Sketching is the foundation of all drawing and painting. At its core, sketching is about observation, proportion, and simplicity. You're not just drawing lines, you're translating a 3D object onto a 2D surface using your eyes and hand in harmony. When sketching, observe carefully. Break the object down into basic shapes: circles, ovals, rectangles, and lines. Light strokes first. Always start with gentle, erasable lines to build the structure. These help guide the final form. Use guidelines to maintain balance and symmetry. And remember, sketching is not about perfection. It's about exploring and expressing the form with confidence and curiosity. Segment 2. Sketching the violin body. Outline first. Let's begin with the body of the violin. Start by sketching a vertical center line. This will help you keep the shape symmetrical. Now, lightly draw a horizontal oval near the middle of the line. This represents the widest part of the violin's body, known as the bout. Next, above and below this oval, sketch two smaller rounded curves, creating the iconic hourglass figure of the violin. Keep checking the symmetry on both sides as you go. The bottom curve should be slightly larger than the top. Once you're happy with the overall shape, reinforce the outer contour using slightly darker strokes to define the final outline of the violin body. Segment 3. Adding details to the body. Inside the body, draw the F-holes. These are the elegant, curved sound holes that resemble the letter F. Use references if needed and make sure they are symmetrical and placed correctly on each side of the center line. Then sketch the bridge, which sits between the F-holes. It's a small arch where the strings pass over. Add a few soft shading strokes to suggest the wooden texture of the body. Use hatching or light circular motion to give the body some gentle form and depth. To sketch the F-holes accurately, this is where a ruler becomes helpful. Lightly measure and mark equal distances from the center line to place the holes symmetrically. While the F-holes themselves are curved, a ruler ensures their placement and size alignment are consistent on both sides. When sketching the bridge and the strings, also use the ruler to draw a faint horizontal guideline, ensuring it's level and perpendicular to the vertical center line. You can freehand the arch or the strings, but the ruler helps maintain structure. Now that we've outlined the violin's body, it's time to bring it to life by adding details, shading, and texture that resemble the warm elegance of wood. Now for deeper shadows, like the inner corners of the curves on both sides of the violin, the C-bouts, around the F-holes, and beneath the bridge. Use a 4B or 6B pencil in these areas. The darker tone adds depth and dimension, making the body appear more three-dimensional. Let's start by giving the body a gradient look. Take your 2B pencil and shade around the outer contours of the body, pressing lightly and evenly. Gradually reduce pressure as you move inward, letting the tone fade naturally toward the center. This mimics how light falls on a curved wooden surface, darker at the edges, lighter at the crown. Segment 4. Sketching the strings and handle. Now let's move to the upper part of the violin, the neck, fingerboard and scroll. From the top center of the violin body, draw two parallel lines going upward. This is the neck. It should be thinner than the body and consistent in width. At the top of the neck, sketch a rounded spiral shape. This is the scroll, which often has a decorative flair. Sketch the tuning pegs by adding 4 small rounded pegs, 2 on each side of the scroll. Next, draw 4 fine, straight lines for the strings, starting from the tailpiece near the bridge and going up across the fingerboard to the tuning pegs in the scroll. Keep the spacing even and the lines parallel for neatness. Segment 5. Final touches. Once the structure is in place, refine the outlines, darken the contours slightly, and add a few light shadows under the neck and around the body to bring volume to your sketch. Use your eraser to gently lift any unwanted lines or smudges, and use blending, if needed, to soften the shading. And there you have it, a simple, elegant pencil sketch of a violin, beautifully laid out on your sheet. Closing scene, recap and encouragement. Sketching is an integral part of a fine drawing. With regular practice, your eye for form, proportion, and detail will naturally improve. Thank you for sketching along with me today. Until next time, keep sketching, keep observing, and most importantly, enjoy the process.